And gnarly, just total chatterboxes.
So here we are in Montreal, Quebec. We're about to make a video with the TheTrutherGirls.
Hi.
I think this video will be about Rik Clay because he's very important.
No, I want to hold it because I don't want it to be too far. It won't really film well.
She's got her style. So.
Hi everyone, TheTrutherGirl Sonia here, and I'm here with Max. Sorry, I screwed up the name.
It's okay. Max Radico, grasshoppermedia.ca.
Hi everyone, TheTrutherGirl Sonia here, and I'm here with Max Radico from grasshoppermedia.ca.
Hello, good day.
Let me just make sure this thing's running and it's charged.
It's good. Okay. Yeah, that's my new car.
And what we wanted to talk about was Rik Clay. I don't know if you heard about Rik Clay, but he exposed some interesting stuff and then mysteriously died 3 weeks later. So, Max can tell us more about this.
In 2006, on Red Ice Creations radio, but you can look it up online. There's so many videos of this. You can it's like an hour-long interview with him. 2 hours long, actually, I think. He speaks about all the connections of Freemasonry to the symbology with McDonald's and a bunch of other different things, but leading into the Olympics. And an event that happened in 1984, sort of linked with George Orwell's stuff there. In 1984, there was an alien, a UFO flew in to the closing ceremonies in Los Angeles, and an alien came out and thanked them all for their wonderful Olympic pride and such, and saluted them with fireworks.
Wait a minute, for real? An alien came out of the 1984 Olympics?
Oh, it was a guy in a costume, but the guy who, there was some famous voice that was saying, oh, and this man, this isn't a man, this is a 7-foot tall thing.
Okay,
anyway, you can watch
it
it's on YouTube.
Okay.
No, it's this closing ceremonies 1984
Yeah, but
Olympics.
there's no real alien.
No. He had 6 fingers and 1 thumb. It was weird. Really weird costume, anyway.
Okay. So, and then why did that have to do with him getting killed?
No, it didn't have anything to do with him getting killed. In fact, that's a mystery to most people. His mother would say it's not really a mystery.
So what did he expose?
He exposed, he was talking about the 2012 Olympics coming.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people
in London.
Say something catastrophic.
He was from London, so he was really interested in what might be coming when the 2012 Olympics come. And now we have the mascots that we're looking at with one eye.
And that it says Zion. I think you got.
Oh yeah,
for that.
2012.
2012 was written like it looks like Zion.
It looks just like Zion. And if you look at the one right before the Olympics, right before too, not Vancouver but Beijing, I think. If you break that logo down, it also says Zion. So he talks about this poem written and speaking about bringing Jerusalem to London or in the British land kind of thing. So thinking about maybe this is a culmination of the Freemasonic plan to bring the Temple of Solomon to Britain or something like that. Maybe it's to bring Zion, whatever that may be. I don't know.
Oh, okay, so like people think that it's like, okay, so what I'm hearing here is that the 2012 Olympics is going to be some kind of catastrophe and it's like a Zionist conspiracy?
Maybe. Well, in 1972, Munich was the first real terrorism, global terrorism thing. And it happened at the Munich Games because it has to be on an international scale for people to actually pay attention to this agenda, whatever it may be, of terrorism, right?
So what does this mean? Like he's blaming Israel for...
we don't know if it's Israel or what it could be.
Zion.
It's world elites and stuff like that. If it's Zion, who knows what is actually being created or what they want to put there. I'm not sure. I'm not a Zionist, me personally, but what is it? It's about creating a land for some chosen ones, I guess, something like that.
Anyhow, but I think they all know what Zionism is, but like, why did Rik Clay get killed?
I don't know if he was killed or if he just died. Me personally,
he committed suicide, right?
That's what the rumors are. However, according to his mother, he just went into his room, and whether he stopped eating or what he did, I don't know. But
it takes like a month or longer than that to die from not eating.
I don't know, but I think the guy was pretty insightful, and I really appreciate what he was saying.
He's living at his parents' place. He goes in his room, he doesn't come out for days, and like nobody else wants to.
And mysteriously, he dies a very non-painful death in his sleep.
After how many days?
It's like 3 weeks later, or something like that. 3 or 4 weeks.
So he was in his room for 3 weeks, not answering the door.
He was doing research for the first week or so.
And then he was
just in his bed. He was just like he was sleeping, like he was tired, like he was extra ready to go, maybe.
I'm telling you, if it was my son in the room and he wasn't answering the door for 2 weeks, even one day, I'm pretty sure I'd find a way to break that door down.
Probably. Well, he wasn't locked in his room. His mom was coming in to see him. She said she saw him almost every day after that.
Okay, so he was fine for like the whole time he was in the room?
Yeah, he was fine. He wasn't complaining of being in pain or anything like that. I know it sounds mysterious to me. I've tried to get a straight answer from his mother, but she assures me that he wasn't killed and it wasn't suicide.
He wasn't locked in his room?
No, he wasn't locked in his room. There was no
suicide.
Died
mysteriously.
Yeah, he was in a happy place as far as she knows. And
but why do people think that he was murdered?
Because it's conspiracy theory. That's the name of the game, isn't it?
Because he was like
everybody,
Zionism and stuff?
Everybody knows. Everybody's got an answer to everything. Maybe because he was talking about Zionism. Maybe they wanted him shut up about what he was saying. Maybe it was before its time.
Okay,
Who knows?
What about the 2012 Olympics? Is there going to be like a disaster there? What do you think?
I think every single Olympics that has ever happened has been a disaster because there's nothing but Saturn worship through what is called police.
He automatically turns his camera around to film the cause.
Of course. Well, when they're looking at things, you know, I like to look at them. We got to record everything, just like the mascots for the 2012 games. They're both their eyes are cameras, so they can record everything, quote unquote.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So it's true though, like all these big ceremonies, like the Super Bowl halftime, that was like some kind of occult ritual.
Well, yeah, you can see in 2012 they're really going on the whole Roman gods.
Yeah.
And frankly, it's just deception. And maybe in this year 2012, I don't know if they just want you worshiping any other gods possible, because if the end is as the beginning, you just got, I don't know.
Well, I'd have to agree that they're probably going to do some big Saturn/Satan worshipping ritual, but people think that at the Olympics, you know, there's going to be a big terrorist attack, but I got to point out that they've thought that for just about every major event, from like the Super Bowl to the last few Olympics, and it doesn't happen. I think that's just kind of like hype that they want to ramp up so that people will want more security. I mean, the general public, thinking there could be a threat, will accept a police state to arrive at the taxpayers' expense, giving money to private corporations to install kinds of security equipment that is never removed after the event has finished.
That's all Babylonian witches needed. They need the hype. That's all it is. It's just the hype. They get the hype going, and then they create all the things that they wanted, and we think that we created them because we were scared. But no, that's problem, reaction, solutions, clearly identifiable, especially through all the different Olympic games and all the different things that happen at them. And
but even for the conspiracy theorists, though, because also, or you know, like the truthers, people who are reading stuff on the internet, even us, we fall into the hype. You know, inadvertently, we think also that like they're going to do a false flag. So most people say, oh, it's going to be a terrorist attack. We just say they're going to do a false flag, but it comes down to the same thing. We're kind of buying into the hype, and I don't think anything's going to happen. It was the same for like the Berlin Games, like all these things. People always say something catastrophic is coming, but I really don't think it will, personally.
Speaking of catastrophes, we have all these issues with provocateurs and all these different major events like the G20 and all that sort of stuff, and everything just keeps getting ramped up with the either amount of provocateurs or how they actually work. I don't know if this isn't a theory or anything, but where's Charlie Vietch? And he is definitely a provocateur, and I need to...
I'm not putting on that tangent.
I would call out Charlie Vietch any day of the week.
I'm not putting that up. There's no way.
Fine. Just trying to ramp that in there
somehow.
somehow.
No, I'm not going in that direction.
Okay.
So, in the end, did Rik Clay say that there would be a false flag or terrorist event at the 2012 Olympics?
No, I think in my latest video that I'm making there, no. The best quote that I have is that he was doing some research at the time, and he wanted to say what's going to happen. What is going to happen?
What is going to happen? What's going to happen according to Rik Clay? It's just going to be a big Saturn/Satan worshipping ritual, or it's going to be something like a catastrophe?
I think his research and his stuff that he presented was incomplete.
Okay, well, it's still very mysterious to me, but
what do you know for sure?
Look into Rik Clay if you're interested in this, and I am sticking with the idea that nothing's really going to happen. Just more of the same, police state, you know, lots of cameras, and then it never goes away after.
I think something might happen maybe 2 or 3 days before the end, and then maybe something big at the closing ceremonies.
You think?
But yeah, I'm a gambler.
Okay. Well,
I hope nothing happens. I hope nobody ever gets hurt. Harm no one. Come on.
Yeah, of course.
Stop it, you Babylonian witches.
Well, let us know what you think about the Olympic Games and Rik Clay if you know anything about it. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Awesome. Sorry, I deviated there.